All right. Headed up into this area right here. Let's look for a short boner on the 15-second chart. So I had some green boners. You had one here, one here. The last short boner was here. So a short boner being it breaks the last 5 bull Heiken Ashi bars. It's just an indicator I made and used. So on the higher time frame, there's been a whole bunch of bull bars trying to go into this gap over here from last night where everything dumped because of, you know why, because of the good macroeconomic news, or whatever it is, geopolitical news. And then I'm expecting eventually this is going to get tired here about 9 minutes before the open and maybe start to head back this way. So I have Tasty Works over on the left side. Just going to use the active trader there, just trade some small micros on the MES and just try to get a trade or two. So this is starting to get tired as expected. You can see we're flattening out. And then I'll wait for the red boner to point down on my indicator just to kind of confirm that my theory is correct. So one leg, two leg. There's been a bunch of legs up. There's this kind of area right here where I'm circling where, when was that? Like this morning at some point around 7 o'clock, where it tried to come in and fill up all this gap here. It stalled out. So it might just turn around up here. This is the 21 EMA right here below the 233 EMA. I kind of like this pattern. Like when it's kind of flips over to the other side, it usually tries to bring itself back down to the faster MA. So that's another reason why I like a short here. But it is 9:23 and anything can happen in the next few minutes. But hoping to just get a quick 15-second chart trade right here. So back to the 15-second chart. We're slowing down. In other news, there's a new feature over at thanks.io that I did a video about this morning. Where would that be? That'd be on my YouTube channel about the new, be on the thanks.io YouTube channel about the new rate my content functionality, which is pretty cool. You can see the video over here. So it's this rate my content button that you can use to see if your content is any good or not, and the AI will kind of rewrite it. So I just want to mention that while I'm waiting for the markets to do what they're going to do here. So it keeps going up here, and I'm not getting my red boner, which is a bummer. We can see if there's any happening on other pairs. Here's gold. Well, I really want to wait for the ES right here. And it usually doesn't take very long. We're getting right to the top of this last push up right here. So maybe I'll just go short here just for fun. So this is a small account. I just trade micro futures in it. So there's no pattern day trading rule. There's only about $4,000, $3,900 in it that I use from time to time. I kind of like Tasty Trade's active trader. I could hook Tasty Trade up to TradingView directly, but it kind of lags when I do that. And I can see over here, my profit and loss is $5 right here. It's very small where I'm moving the mouse around to figure out how to zoom in here on StreamYard. But here we go. It's doing that push up to that last area. Yeah. And then I'm expecting, again, these are Heiken Ashi candles. I'm expecting it to kind of get some kind of reaction right there. We'll see. This is the 5-second chart, so you can see the reaction play out pretty quickly. On the 5-second, it did kind of go down a little bit. I'm down $1.25. And I'm usually trying to get, I don't know, $10, $20 on these tiny little trades. And I do them mostly for fun. But over time, you can do $50 to $100 a day if you just kind of are doing your other work and you peek in here. And then I usually won't let it get too bad. We're at 12.50, 12.75 down right now. See, it doesn't hurt that bad, about $20. Back to the 15-second chart. and we are running into the open, and we are breaking out over that area right here. So I'm down $18. I'll just take the loss. So just, oops, I added another one. I'm live streaming, so I meant to flatten, and I would have to buy back the short. I added another contract, but it started to move for me. This happens sometimes, a little sloppy. So I'm down 15. See over here, kind of moved in my direction. Whoops, clicked on the tick chart here. So a little sloppy, down 12. And we might get another leg up that I'm going to worry about. So I'm going to just exit here and be happy because it's going to bounce on the 5-second chart. It'll bounce against this yellow line. There's a red boner, but I do have the little short-term moving average right here. So I'm going to flatten this and take a $10 loss, and then go back to the 15-second chart and try to wait for this to either double top and show that it's tired again, like it was looking over here, and then try to get that short. So overall, I think it's going to keep going down, but there is the risk that it kind of comes all up into here right after the open. For the short term here on the 15-minute and 5-minute charts, I mean, we are way above the 20, and we've had a bunch of bars in a positive direction in a row. So who knows what will happen in 3 minutes at the open, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. I want a short trade. But, you know, maybe for fun, if we get another boner right here, the Heiken Ashies get tired, and we get another bull boner, go ahead and take that. Also just testing out StreamYard and getting familiar with it again. Their shortcutting functionality, where you can take longer form content and make shorts out of it automatically, for me is interesting because it kind of consolidates efforts. And the fact that I can take any video that's produced and load it up in the StreamYard as a live stream is kind of cool. Just kind of looking for a way across multiple ventures to create content and just syndicate it out. So that's why I'm doing this stream. I tried this like 6 months ago and just never followed through. So trying it again. But this streaming seems efficient if you're willing to just sit and embarrass yourself live in front of a screen these days. Plus, I have a theory that you're going to end up being one of the few pieces of non-AI generated content here if you actually go live as a human, which is an interesting thing, because everybody's just going to the LLMs and making their stuff the lazy way these days. So if you zig when everybody else is zagging, you know, you go live on streams, you send some direct mail with thanks.io instead of running another Facebook ad. Usually it works out okay. So I did go long here on this green boner, but the market's going to open in a second, and I really don't like to be sitting in a trade at the open. So I'm just going to close it, and then let's just watch what happens. So 929 right now, and then it's either going to run up real hard, a little bit more up into this area here. So that would be like on the ES, like another 10 points or so, 15 points or so. Or it's just going to slam it down, slammy right down. And I'm going to just try to go whatever direction it decides to go in at the beginning. Now, a lot of times for the first minute or two, it'll be a fake move, but just for fun, again, this is very small stakes contracts. You know, I'm down $11. I had one losing trade. And usually I can do better than 50% on these and end up, you know, a couple $100 up for the day. There's the bell going up into that area as expected. Let's watch the 5-second chart for fun. And then I bet you this turns around. See, it's not, doesn't have any conviction. It's not going higher and higher. I'm just going to go ahead and enter a sell over here on Tastyworks on the left side. Gamble a little bit just for entertainment's sake. I'm up 375 on this trade. Actually pretty slow. And then we'll see if they try to get that gap from overnight right away before pushing back down. This trade's pretty even right now. Do it on the line chart if we want. Come on down. So on the left side, I'm now even for the day, back down. And then I'll just buy back. And now I'm exactly 0 for the day, refreshed here, playing around at the open. So I'll go back to my Heiken Ashi candles here. 15-second chart. So what I'm kind of expecting, I'll either push up one more time or we'll keep going down. And I'm hoping to get just one trade, big trade, in whatever direction it decides to go in. And hopefully it doesn't take much more than maybe 5-10 minutes to get there. Let's play around with, oh, there we go. This is a fun feature in StreamYard. Like and subscribe. What's the breaking news do? There is no breaking news. Let's see. Yay! Okay, nothing here yet, but we should have a down boner in a minute. Let's see if we get our down boner. I just went short. This is going to print my down boner any second now. So I jumped the gun a little bit. And I'm down $6. But I was kind of expecting to see, there it is. It printed on this candle instead of that last one. So again, that's just, it's breaking the last 5 positive white bars here. So I'm, this is more or less a break-even trade right now. If you look on the left side, the P&L, 250. And I'm expecting some kind of something in one direction or the other here eventually. So, yeah, I'm up 10. All right, we'll close that out. So again, very quick scalping. It puts me up $6 on the day. Again, small time. I have a bigger account that after the initial open move, I'll use the My Options Trading Club that I'm a member of. I'll use some of Tim's analysis in myoptionstradingclub.com, and I'll take credit spreads or even just buy naked and buy and sell naked 0 DTE or 1 DTE puts for larger sums than this amount. But scalping like this on the short-term time frames, I find to be a lot of fun and profitable, and a good way to learn and to get a lot of reps as well. So you can do this paper trading if you want. There's a good video from Tim popping up, myoptionstradingclub.com, 500 to 1 million if you want to check that out right there. So, and it looks like I got out at a pretty good time there. I could kind of feel that we were turning around. Again, very small time frame, 15-second chart, but that trade, that quick little scalp felt okay. Again, I only made like 10 bucks. I ended up at 6, so I made $6. And you see a boner coming the other way now. So I'll go ahead and take it. And let's just see. Usually any big move is going to start with a boner, which is why I built this indicator. Basically, you're going to break the pressure of the last X bars in the other direction. It's going to start going, and you might get stuck in some chop, but eventually you're going to get a break. So I'll usually, this move doesn't look like it's going to go, so I'll flatten there, and then that'll put me back at 0 for the day. And this is kind of a slow, honestly, open. We haven't moved very much, just a little surprising. And then if I get, I'm just going to trade the boners now for the next couple of minutes and see where we go, because eventually the pressure should build and we should go somewhere in some direction or the other. So we're close to getting another one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Didn't happen. And then if it were to go up here past these last 3 blue, it would break and show another green one. So again, it's just showing you that the tide has changed and there's momentum. And in the indicator, I can just change the threshold For short term, I like to keep it around 4 or 5 bars, but it does get pretty accurate when you go to 20 bars or so. You just got to wait longer for trades. Yeah, finally settled in on this. The indicator also has just the 2 moving averages that I believe I can set. Can I set those? Oh, no, I just locked those into my 21 and 233 EMAs because I just like those. But I probably have another version where you could set them. So I'm going to go ahead and go short because we have the boner back down. So we're short now. Keep on going. Keep on going down. It's okay. You can keep going down. And then on the 15-second chart here, I'm up 10. You know, maybe it'll go and bounce at the 233. A lot of times this time of day, I like to have VWAP on. I don't have it on now, but I do like to know where we are relative to VWAP. So where are we at? There we go. Let's just put that on there real quick. I think the main VWAP color is the main VWAP line in this indicator. It's blue. It's faint. I usually make it so it's white down here. But when I get out of this trade, I'll do it. I have 15 open now. And then when I start to see these candles slow and not kind of keep pushing back down, see how they're going low, the low of each Heiken Ash candle is down. Or if I hit a major moving average like the 233 here, I'll just flatten like I just did. I got out of the trade and I made $13.75. Thank you, Red Boner. The Red Boner helped me out right there and was pretty accurate in that example. So this is fun. I'm going to adjust the VWAP here and then just change the colors of the bands. The standard deviation bands are around that. So yeah, we're above VWAP. A lot of times you'll get some kind of reversion down, reversion down. And then let's go here and keep looking. Maybe we get one more trade. So let's just see what's happening on the 5 minutes. So on the 5 minute, you had all this pressure up. It was one big leg, and then there is still this like gap up here, like this area all the way up here that hasn't been like really re-explored from last night. So maybe everything goes up in there for a minute from the weekend and then comes back down. So now would be a good time to enter a call credit spread if you think it's going to go down. So I might do that on my Fidelity account off screen. Or just a naked put. But let's get one more. Let's get one more trade in, and then I'll stop the stream and finish the test. I wanted to record for long enough too to test out StreamYard's shortcutting, where they'll take little segments of the video and highlights, turn them into shorts. So I want to see what it sources out of this. So I'm kind of just rambling to myself here across my social profiles. I doubt anybody's watching, but that if you are watching, that is the point in the test today with StreamYard. Now, if you're in real estate or something, which a lot of you guys who would be watching are, I could see doing a morning, update every day that you stream live and show the MLS, and then see what kind of content StreamYard pulls out, can syndicate for you. I was talking to Gemini, and if you do it right, and what I'm going to try to do is take the shorts that are generated from this and have them automatically posted to various social channels. Then, as Gary Vee's been talking about a lot, get signal from the shorts that are posted, and then the ones that work really well, go ahead and amplify those with paid ads. So we got a green boner here, but look, it had a bunch of stuff in the way up here, so I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to use a little discretion, and that turned out to be right. Now, if it does it again, so we had this one push up, and then if we start to get another one up and another green boner, that might tell me that it does want to go up into that gap, and then I'll take the second one. So this is very discretionary, but really just the boners are telling me, when the momentum has changed in one direction or the other. So yeah, I'll go long here as soon as the boner prints. So it basically means it needs to get above these last 3 blue bars. And I really like this too because it kind of keeps you from going in too fast. Now we've got a short one, but this to me feels like it wants to try again to go up, and just because of the push that was had here. Down one, up, maybe not. It's 50-50 right now, but I'm going to try and take the next long, and then I'll just obey the boners as they happen moving forward. So yeah, very indecisive, very sleepy morning here. Just taking a look over at the 5-second chart. 15, 1 minute chart. I think there's one more push up to be had. Just one. So instead of just buying now, I'm waiting for, you know, this Heikin-Ashi break above the last opposite directions, and it's really been working well the last few months. So here we go. So I just clicked over here. I clicked the buy button in Tastyworks again, and we're just going to follow the green. This even, you can feel it on these short-term time frames. Feel like it just got bigger and it went fast. You know, sometimes it's fake and not real. In that case, you know, if it doesn't keep going, you just get out with a small loss. So I've got 4 seconds left in this candle. I think it was fake. So I'm going to get, okay. Turns out it was fake. And then if I get the boner in the opposite direction, I'll just go. And you can end up getting chopped up a little bit, but again, eventually it's just going to take itself in a specific direction. So up $8.75. Woohoo. We should see the red one flash here. Well, not yet. Still chopping around. So this, see how this one had a big body, big length, you know, top to bottom. It felt like it was going up, but the institutions, the algorithms, whoever's messing with this stuff, will try to fake you sometimes. A lot of times you'll see that happen and it'll just slam back the other way, which didn't happen here, which is kind of funny. So it's a tough morning. So I feel fortunate to not be down too much, and I'm actually up $8.75. It's basically break even. Let's try it again. Oops, I keep hitting the buy button on on TradingView. But another boner printed. I hit it over here on Tastyworks in that account. So let's just see. Oh, and it went away. I have to flatten again. Take the small loss again. Oh wells. So we're sitting at exactly 0 for the day. So you can wait for it to close the candle. I didn't in that case. I'm just taking them as I see them, and then it will repaint, which means that it'll go away within the same candle if the candle doesn't close. But on these really short-term time frames, I just take it when I see it and then have my finger on the button and just get myself out if it's not really confirmed pretty quickly. You know, this is challenging. Usually you won't see this many in a row that don't go anywhere. Other than the one that we had the win on. So the key for me has been like, hey, just get out fast if it's not confirming itself, because you're eventually going to get one that has a ton of momentum in one direction and it just keeps going for 9, 10, 15 bars sometimes. So that's kind of the game I'm playing here. But yeah, really sleepy, really slow today. I'll flatten here. It's slowing down again. So I made $2.50 on that one. And again, we'll eventually get some kind of something 15 minutes in to not have had a really big push. And I guess you could say, nah, not really. I mean, yeah, it was a little one right off the open, but and then the quick retrace, but everything's really slow. Okay. I did get back in. You know, I was a little impatient getting out of that one first, but it did look like it was stalling, but I'm just going to keep going with the red boner here and say that maybe it wants to push. Now we're going to hit the 233 EMA again, and it might reverse off that, in which case I have to get out. Oops. I'm just looking at the 5-second chart again. So you can see this level of kind of support down here. Alrighty. Yeah, down for the day now on the chop, but it's just like $2. It's not really down. I've lost a lot. You can lose a lot in one day. So that's very break even, a few dollars. But I just want to get one good trade before stopping the stream. And then there will be enough content in here to see what StreamYard does with it. Let's see here. Play with some StreamYard stuff. Kind of beats. They have these fun tools. Media streams. All right. So you get really slow. Come on, do something. Do something. All right, I might get another red boner, but it'd be nice if the red boner pushed below the 233 EMA and eventually, you know, it should try to come back toward VWAP at some point, or it should go back up to that gap. And it just can't really decide what to do right now. Some lo-fi. All right, green boner time? Green boner time. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on, green boner. And it just goes up to the last area of resistance and gets tired. Okay, yeah, go through. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's what I've been waiting for. Come on. Okay, so now I'm $33 in profit. That's what we're waiting for. See how eventually something's going to happen. And then I'm going to move my stop in. I can move a stop in and basically walk away. So I locked the stop in at 68.35. I'm up 57 at this point. Maybe at 68.45. I'm gonna come a little higher with the stop. Okay. Yeah. So up 73, up 72. And then I'll just slide my stop up here a little bit higher. And I'm going to let myself get taken out of this, which I just was. I just brought it close. And, you know, it might keep zooming for a long time, but that is basically what I was waiting for. Some kind of big move in one direction. And there you go, $67 in what was that? A minute, 2 minutes, right? I bought here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15-second bars, which is 1 minute and 45 seconds on one micro contract. So this stuff can be a lot of fun. And if I want to sit here more, probably where we're going is right up into the gap. Ooh, we went all the way there. So this is going to be a fun thing to short in a little while. So it went fast up into the gap. It's in this area of resistance here. Hopefully I had taken an oil trade this morning that I might have to add to. Yeah, it's going to be down. It's down 37 because oil's been moving kind of in the inverse direction. So I was expecting long oil because I'm expecting the market to go short, which is probably still the case. And this will be a good place to add to that trade. I'm doing that on my phone on Hyperliquid. So I will probably put a little more into that right now, buy the dip on oil, because the overriding theme here will be that our leaders have no friggin' clue what they're doing. So, and that means oil is going to go up. It's pretty obvious that that's the case. So, and that is it. I'll stop the stream now. So, a quick little $67 in the Tastyworks account with just one micro. And then now I'm going to go look for a put to short this going toward the end of the day. But I will check the news first just to make sure that this isn't moving up because some kind of taco or something like that.